everyone. So I just wanted to make a recording where I read aloud all of the questions for our assessment practice. So I am posting this version where you can follow along using your workbook. And I also posted another version where you can write and draw on the screen just like I do, except it doesn't read any of the questions to you. So I wanted to make two versions, one where it reads the questions to you, and if you feel like you can read it on your own, then you can do the other version. Okay, so we're going to be doing the assessment practice today. So this is in our Envisions Volume 1 workbook on page 245. So I just circled that page number at the bottom. So it's an assessment practice, which means that this assignment is very close to what you are going to be seeing on your test tomorrow. So as we're going through your assessment practice, if you are realizing, oh, I'm not really sure how I feel about this, please let me know so that I can help you before we take our test. What I'm going to do is I am just going to read aloud what the questions say, and then if you are following along with this video, you will just need to pause it after I read the question so that you have time to work on it. I will be posting or emailing the answers to this practice test so that you can check your work at home. So let's get started. On number 1, it has 2 parts. So on your test, be sure if it has a part A and a part B that you answer both parts of the question. Part A says complete the model, then write the missing number in the equation. And so we see our model and our equation. It says 14 equals blank plus 9. So if you're doing this in your workbook, you just write in your model and write your answer. Part B says the sum in the equation has increased by 3 to give 17 equals blank plus 9. What is the missing number? So we began with 14. Now they have added 3, so now your answer is 17. So in part A, you are finding blank plus 9 equals 14, and you wrote your missing number. Now you're finding blank plus 9 equals 17. So what is this missing number? What are you adding to 9 to get to 17? And you'll just write your missing numbers in the blank. And please remember to pause the video as needed when you're working through, because I'm just doing this video to read you your questions. So you will need to pause the video to give yourself time to work on the problems. Number 2 says, part A, which number is missing? So you have 16 minus blank equals 2 plus 6. These are the same equations that we have been working with in topic 5 and in our review. So we have 2 equations on either side of the equal sign. So to be able to find out your missing number, you need to know what each side is supposed to equal. So first solve for 2 plus 6 and find your answer. Then say 16 minus which number would give me the same answer. So it's just like making a true equation. We want either side of the equal sign to equal the same number. On part B, it says write the missing numbers to make each equation true. So now you're doing just what you did in number 2. Just one of the add-ins is changing. So one of these questions is going to be on your test, so please make sure you do it carefully. So to find the missing number, you first have to find out what do you need it to be equal to. So you have to solve these equations first. Find out what your answer is. So find out what is 2 plus 7. Get your answer. And then say 16 minus what number would give me the same answer I got here. So solve for your equation, find your answer, and then say 16 minus what number is going to give me that same answer I got on the other side of the equal sign. On number 3, it says, tell if the equation is true or false. Remember, if an equation is true, it means both answers to the equations, so both numbers on either side of the equal sign are the same. They are true, and if they are not the same, then it is false. So to figure this out, you will have to solve both equations and see what you get for your answer. So solve for 4 plus 7, get your answer. Then solve for 13 minus 3 and get your answer. If they are the same or equal, then it is true. If they are different and not equal, then this is a false equation. Number 4 says Tasha has 2 dogs and 3 cats. How many more pets does Tasha need if she wants a total of 11 pets? So she has 2 dogs and 3 cats. So we want to find out how many more pets does Tasha need if she wants 11 pets total. So for number 4, you will have to add together the total number of pets she has right now and see how many more would she need to get to a total of 11 pets. On number 5, at the top of the page, it says Bill has 10 apples. He uses 8 of them to make muffins. Josh has 6 apples. How many should he use so he has the same number as Bill? The 10 represents the apples that Bill has. The 8 is how many he uses. And then it has our equal sign to write our next equation. We have 6, which is how many apples Josh has. Now we need to subtract the number Josh needs to use so that he uses the same amount of apples as Bill. So to solve this equation, you'll solve for 10 minus 8 and get your answer. Then see what number you have to subtract from 6 to get that same answer. So it's just like making a true equation again. We want both sides of the equal sign to equal. So find out what is 10 minus 8. And once you have your answer, now look and see 6 minus what number would give me the same answer. Alright, remember to be pausing the video as we go through. On number 6, it says, Carrie, Tom, and Nicole want to play tennis. Carrie has 5 tennis balls. Tom has 5 tennis balls. How many tennis balls does Nicole have if they have 13 tennis balls in all? So in this equation, you'll have to look through it carefully. So how many tennis balls Carrie has? How many tennis balls Tom has? And we want to find how many does Nicole have if they all three have 13 tennis balls in all. So we would need to add together the number of tennis balls that we know the group has, and then see how many more would they need to get to 13. And you will fill in your answer choice below. It would just be one of these numbers. On number 7, it says, in a soccer game, Andrew scores 3 fewer goals than Elsie. Elsie scores 9 goals. How many goals did Andrew score? Complete the bar diagram and write an equation to match the story. So on number 7, I will help you write on this one. So we know that Elsie scores 9 goals total. So in our equation, I'm going to write 9 at the beginning. It says that Andrew scores 3 fewer goals than Elsie. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 3 because I know he scored 3 less or fewer than Elsie. And so we are wanting to find what is 9 minus 3. So you can use the bar diagram to either put in small dots or small counters, or the missing number to complete the bar diagram. So you can use the diagram and the equation to find out how many goals did Andrew score. So we're going to use the equation 9 minus 3 to find what our answer is, the total number of goals that Andrew scored. And for our last problem on number 8, it says write the missing symbol, so that's a plus sign, a minus sign, or equal sign, to make the equation true. And I will not have you write your answer because on your test you will not be writing or typing. So what I will have you do on number 8, I will just have you fill in the symbol. Just fill in this missing symbol. So we have 16 equals 4 plus 8 blank 4. So we want to make this equation true. So remember, a true equation, that means that the number on this side and the number on this side of the equal sign have to be equal or the same. So we have the number of 16. So that means that all of these numbers have to come to 16. So we have 4 plus 8. So then would you say plus 4 minus 4 or equals 4? So we're just wanting to fill in this missing symbol. We need this side of the equation to equal a total of 16. So would you put 4 plus 8 plus 4 minus 4 or equals 4? So you will just have to fill in that correct symbol that we're wanting, and then you will be done with number 8.